A live look from Ames, Iowa. And the Iowa State Cyclones. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Thunderbirds head coach. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality, a very hostile environment, we will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it's the Thunderbirds kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go, the start of a new season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cyclones offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Omari Hayes, the transfer, former member of the Tulane Green Wave. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We had a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one, communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field. This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Great place to start for this offense. Off the RPO, complete.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Jackson will throw. Makes the grab.
A drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Thunderbirds moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And it's the Thunderbirds will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Thunderbirds! They're on the board first here in the season opener. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. He'll start this drive firing. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. You just hope this turns out not to be too serious. First quarter, game one. It's tough to take an injury this early. Back to pass. It's Rayner. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes...
There he goes to the right. Pass to Ted. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cyclones! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
This drive will start at the 25. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Got a man. It's Dorsett. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Thunderbirds racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unleashes it on the run. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Makes the catch. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Boyd. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got him in the flat. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it? There's some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Power ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Iowa State. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. The give to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Thunderbirds come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play.
Maybe some room here. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And it's the Thunderbirds have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Up to 45 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point.
Thunderbirds can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. And it's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown! Thunderbirds! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. Plenty of points on the board early, and they've got it back, trailing by 3, 17-14. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Forced out of the pocket. Brings into the open. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hayes. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The lone back's got it. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now the play fake. Got his man. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Got it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a draw. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He now has 63 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The play action fake. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw. It's Rayner. Complete. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Just drives it between the uprights. And we are all tied up here in the second.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And it's the Thunderbirds with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass.
Well, this is a very well-rounded defensive line. They play this 4-3 scheme. They've got guys up front that keep their gap integrity against the run, but they can also win one-on-one against the pass. And you just saw the speed off the edge by that DN.
On his way from around the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield. It's Rayner. Got a man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Cyclones have moved it inside the 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to power their way ahead. Got enough space. Touchdown, Iowa State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Motion from the wideout. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Thunderbirds are in the hurry up. They'll go to the counter play. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Keeps it himself. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And it's the Thunderbirds come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Thunderbirds are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Could be an alley. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And it's the Thunderbirds kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He wants to change this route. Off play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To throw, it's Rayner. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Thunderbirds headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. Third down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And it's the Thunderbirds will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and take it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The option, the keeper, turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
To the air, it's Rayner. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught in the backfield, it's Kennedy. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Thunderbirds will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Iowa State sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Finds his tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Fresno State taking on the number 15 team, the USC Trojans. And it's Fresno State able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Ames. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Cyclones will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early. There he goes! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. And it's the Thunderbirds want to crank the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. Pulls it on the option. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. The Thunderbirds come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
To be able to make that play.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. Might be calling a hot route. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards, has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense, man. He's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Rayner. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So the Thunderbirds offense is out on the field and ready to attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And it's the Thunderbirds want to pick up the tempo. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Thunderbirds will have it 1st and 10. He breaks a tackle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Kennedy. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And it's the Thunderbirds will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Makes the catch. It's Greenlaw. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense.
Might have a chance. Now he's got it all the way down to the give. Nice move to keep running. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Cyclones trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.